Another pertinent topic that has come to mind literally right now actually is we need to recognize when we need to take a step back and relax. It sounds very stereotypical advice, but bear with me. You'll often find that you have periods where you are locked in and you're working really hard every single day and things are going great. When you actually have those periods, it's easy to think that, okay, well, I'm going to burn out soon, let me relax. At least from my personal experience, you might be different, so adjust to yourself if needs be. But I find those moments I don't need to relax. I am naturally restoring my own energy within myself. I'm getting gratitude and energy from the work itself that I'm doing. But there are other times when I feel like I'm behind the deadlines or just generally need to catch up for lost time where I arguably took a step back from work. And that then feels very draining. You feel like you're forcing yourself and you're arguably holding your brain hostage. And it's easy to fall into a trap and think that during those times you need to just push through the barriers and work harder and harder. And I want to disagree with that advice. Actually, I strongly disagree with that advice, for myself at the very least. I've spoke about this in recent videos, but I came off a period where I really was working close to the hardest that I ever have, and initially it was because I was laser focused, I can't lie, so that initial, but I don't have any regrets about per se. But if I'm looking at the more recent run, it wasn't worth it. I said I had caused my woman some hurt, but also got myself to a point where I was incredibly burnt out. I know for a fact, I'm fortunately quite self-aware, but I was a bit moody. I got to a point where my mental processing of my university work and all of that, it just wasn't on the same level. And for me, that was a clear sign that I needed to take a step back from things. Now, I think a big factor that I have as an asset, and hopefully you can develop in yourself if you have it already, is being able to zoom out and become self-aware of what you're doing. So almost watching yourself as a third party, as some external person. Because if you get yourself to that sort of point, then you'll become more aware of your own patterns. We are quick to notice patterns in other people, but we don't always notice it in ourselves. And I think noticing it in yourself is honestly the most valuable thing you can do. You can then recognize when you need to take a step back, relax, unwind. This is in any case going to give you more success in the long run, because I often speak about this because this is a problem I have, and I imagine a lot of you guys have it too. You imagine success being the straight line up, but it's going to be something like this, a little bit down, a little bit up. It's going to have a whole lot of squiggles along the way, but as long as at the end of it all you get to your end goal, the trophy, the prize, the end award, then it doesn't matter what path you took there. You would be fooled to think that there is a quickest path there. I mean, there is in some ways, but the quickest path there isn't what your brain thinks it is. It isn't the one where you're working non-stop, nor is it the one where you are working 24/7. It would be the one where you're wisely balancing all aspects of your life. The one where you recognize that life is a jigsaw puzzle where pieces need to fit together, rather than having this one piece and fixating on, wow, I got this one fancy puzzle piece. I mean, now that I said it out loud, it kind of makes sense to you. Why would you be fixating on that one puzzle piece? So, here's the thing. You need to be in a position where you can analyze yourself, and honestly, this, for a lot of you, would be easier if you have a close friend, a brother, someone else in self-improvement with you, who helps you analyze yourself. Personally, I do have that, but I haven't made use of it. Actually, my one brother, he started another YouTube channel with me, and I know he's someone I can actually recruit per se, not recruit business-wise, but recruit in terms of helping me recognize my own patterns. It's just not something I've exercised yet, but learn from my mistake and do it for yourself, honestly. As much as I am self-aware, I, as we all do, have scope for improvement. And just having this third party help you through your patterns, not just on when you need to relax, but just where you are falling short, I think will be useful. But with this said, bro, I'll see you in the next one. To become a better man.